Hello, I'm Teacher Ivan from Wunna Educational Services. We are back. This is our third lesson, and in this particular lesson, we shall be looking at our next two examples on how to change the subject of the formula. We are looking at number 5, which says that C equals to the square root of a squared plus b squared. And I want us to make A the subject. So, since the letter we are interested in is under a square root, which is acting as a fence, therefore, we shall first of all break that fence that is protecting A. That is, we have C equaling to the square root of a squared plus b squared. We cannot take a b the other side when it is still being protected by the root. So the first step will be to remove the root by simply squaring on both sides. This gives us c squared equaling to this takes away the root, and c squared will be a squared plus b squared. Then since we are interested in A, we shall take the other side b, and since it is addition, it becomes subtraction. It is a positive. Once it crosses, it becomes a negative. So that gives us c squared minus b squared equaling to a squared. And now we are interested in A and not a squared. Therefore, we are to remove the square root. So we have c squared minus b squared equaling to a squared. If we are to remove the square, we introduce the square root, but on both sides. What is introduced here should also be introduced on the other side. So that one cancels the square root. Never ever attempt to cancel any of the powers with the root. That's totally very wrong. So that leaves us with the A as the square root of c squared minus b squared. So that will be our final expression for A. Yes, we are still enjoying how to change the subject of the formula, but please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notified whenever we have an update. Otherwise, we have a number of channels you can check in our channel list. You'll find them. Please join them. Join our academic team so that we excel together as we enjoy together. We are looking at number 6. Number 6 gives us the fourth root of p x squared plus a equaling to s, and our task in this particular one is to make x the subject. And therefore, just like we've seen before, that when an expression is under the root, we need to first remove the root, because the root acts as the defense to this variable. So our first task will be to remove the fourth root. And how are we doing this? We are simply doing this by introducing a power 4 on both sides. So the power 4 will cancel with the fourth root, and therefore we shall remain with the px squared plus a equals to s power 4. That is how we shall remove the root. And now that the root has been removed, therefore we can make x the subject. So the first step is to take a, because these are joined together by multiplication, but this one is separated. So we take this one that is not part of the 2. So since it is a positive, it becomes a negative. And therefore that gives us px squared equaling to s power 4 minus a. That is our step. And after that, we look for means of separating p from x squared. Since we only want x, we take away p. That is, since it is multiplying, it is done by division. So we divide by p. The p cancels, and we shall remain with the x squared equaling to s power 4 minus a over p. But our task is to make x the subject and not x squared. And therefore, we find means of removing the square. So we have x squared equaling to s power 4 minus a over p. So we shall introduce square root on both sides such that the square cancels with the root, and therefore we shall remain with x as the square root of, we can introduce brackets, s power 4 minus a over p. So that will be the final expression of x. That has been our 5th and 6th examples. Please, we are still continuing with more 2 examples, and that will mark the end of this particular topic, and I will be leaving you with some 5 trial numbers which you can try out during your free time, and maybe could post the result so that we enjoy learning together. Otherwise, see you in our next video, and please, this can only be by you subscribing and hitting the notification button so that you get notified in case there is a new lesson and we learn together. Otherwise, bye bye, see you.